Good morning, student. Today I am going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 6, dissolution of partnership firm. In this chapter we will learn the accounting treatment of dissolution of the firm. Means when the firm is going to end its business, then what is the accounting treatment. So dissolution of partnership firm, this is according to Indian Partnership Act, make a difference between dissolution of partnership and dissolution of partnership firm. There are two terms, listen carefully: dissolution of partnership and dissolution of partnership firm. Dissolution of partnership means termination of the old partnership agreement and reconstruction of the firm due to admission, retirement, death of a partner. As we have discussed earlier, that when partners are changing their ratio or a new partner is admitting in the firm and any partner is leaving the firm, then there is end of existing contract and new contract comes into existence. So this is called the dissolution of partnership only, not partnership firm. Dissolution of partnership may or may not result into closing down of business. Means if we are talking about the dissolution of firm, it doesn't mean that firm is closing down its business, because remaining partner may agree to carry on the business under a new agreement. Clear? This is a dissolution of partnership. Now what is dissolution of partnership firm? Dissolution of partnership firm means that the firm closes down its business and comes to an end. Clear? Dissolution of partnership firm means firm closes down its business and comes to an end. On the dissolution of the firm, the assets of the firms are sold and the liabilities are paid off, and out of the remaining amount the account of partners are settled. Clear? This is a final dissolution in which all the assets of the firm are sold and payment is made to all the creditors and all the liabilities are paid out, and remaining balance is paid to the partner. Clear? So see dissolution of partnership. What are the cases in which we can treat it is a dissolution of partnership? Like our chapter number 3, there is a change in profit sharing ratio in case of admission of a partner, in case of retirement, in case of expulsion of a partner, in case of death of a partner, insolvency of a partner, and in case of the expiry of the period of the partnership. Because these all are the reasons by which a partnership comes to an end. Then dissolution of partnership firm, what are the reasons and what are the causes of dissolution of partnership firm? That is, first one means how we can dissolve a partnership firm. First one is without the intervention of court. Means we don't want to include court into our matter, we are just doing dissolution without intervention of court. So first point is without mutual agreement. A partnership firm may be dissolved when all the partners of the firm are agree for its dissolution. Since a partnership firm is set up by an agreement and it can be dissolved by an agreement. Partnership comes into existence with an agreement and can be end with an agreement. Next, compulsory dissolution, in which cases the dissolution is compulsory. These are, see, when all or all but one partner of the firm is insolvent. Means when all the partner of the firms are insolvent and business of the firm become unlawful. Clear? So this is the reason of completely winding up of the business. The third is on happening of an event. The firm may be dissolved on the happening of any of the one event, like on the insolvency of a partner, one partner is insolvent, means he is not able to pay off debts. On death of a partner, on the fulfillment of the object by which firm was formed. Means for a particular object we had formed a firm and now that objective is fulfilled, so we can dissolve our firm. And on the expiry of the period by which firm was formed. Means there was a particular time period for the forming of the firm, and after that time period the firm was dissolved. And fourth point is by notice, when the duration of the partnership firm is not fixed, means there is no time limit, then any partner by giving notice to the other partner can dissolve the firm. So these all are the modes of dissolving firm without interference, without intervention of the court. Now next is B part, dissolution of the firm by the order of court. The court on any application by a partner order of dissolution of the partnership firm in the following situation, means when court can give order to dissolve the firm. First, when a partner has become of unsound mind, means he is not in a situation of doing business or dealing with other parties. Second, when a partner other than the partner filing a suit has become permanently incapable of performing his duties, means the person who is filing a suit, not that person, other persons are incapable of performing their duties. Then next, when a partner other than partner filing a suit is guilty of misconduct and may harm the partnership, means a person who is filing a suit, excepting that person, other partners are misconducting and they are harming partnership firm. Other than the partner filing a suit means the person who is applying for dissolution of the partnership firm except that partner, means उस partner को छोड़ के बाकी partners, if rest of the partners are misconducting and rest of the partners are became incapable. Next, when a partner other than filing a suit willfully commit breach of the partnership agreement. Breach means break. He is breaking the partnership agreement by any of the means. Next, when a partner other than the partner filing a suit has transferred his interest, his share to a third party without informing the other partner. Then next, 6 point, when the court is satisfied that the firm cannot be carried except at a loss, means firm is not able to fulfill its losses and it is necessary to wind up the firm. And the 7th, when the court is satisfied with that the dissolution is just and equitable due to some other reason. So these all are the reason by which a firm can be dissolved by court orders. Clear? Now next point is settlement of account on dissolution, means how we settle account at the time of dissolution. According to Section 48 of the Partnership Act specify the mode of settlement of account on the dissolution of a partnership firm. Like, first of all, means firstly what we do, the amount of loss including the deficiency of capital shall be paid out of the profit. Means we are selling all our assets at the time of dissolution, so the money we are having, we have to pay the capital deficiency of the partner, any losses. Clear? Any losses including the deficiency of the partner's capital shall be paid out of the profit. Then amount realized from the sale of asset of the firm including any contribution by the partner shall be applied to the following manner. Means amount realized by way of sale of asset, we are selling out the assets of all our firm, so we have to pay the following thing in order. First, we have pay outside debt of the firm. Like outside debt means creditors, bank loan, outstanding expenses, these all are outside debts and these are firstly need to pay. Second, if profits are there, if money is left, then we will pay out of the remaining amount the loan advanced by partner, means loan given by partner to the firm. We will pay back partner's loan given to firm. Then third, balance of partner capital account, means partner's capital accounts will be refunded, and if any amount left, then it will be divided among all the partner in their profit sharing ratio. So this is the settlement of account on dissolution, means firstly out of profits we have to cover all the losses and we have to give the capital deficiency of the partner, and then the amount received by way of sale of assets, and from that amount firstly we have to pay outside liabilities, or we can say third party liability like creditors, bank loan, outstanding expenses, etc. Then out of remaining amount we have to pay back the partner loan given by partner to the firm. Then third, we have to pay partner's capital account balance, means capital is refunded to partner, and if any amount left it will be divided among all the partner in their profit sharing ratio. Clear? So this is our settlement of account of dissolution. Clear? So this is our theory portion of chapter number 6, dissolution of partnership firm, and in the next module we will learn accounting treatment of dissolution of partnership firm. Till then you have to revise this theory of dissolution of partnership firm.